How to build car number 5. Difficulty max. This video can teach you various building techniques, both for vehicles and normal builds. Put down any pillar, then go into the roof section and find the roof, a sandstone roof that looks like a floor. The 8 size. And place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next up, bring that small round railing. This is all from the Star Wars pack, by the way. This is how we make the angle. Get a big thruster. Let's pick up the smaller angle, because there's a steeper one that doesn't work. If it doesn't work, you picked up the wrong angle. Take any floor just to fix up the angle. Make them floors, fix it in the ground. And clean up the place. Yeah, now we're gonna aim that floor in such a way that it's going to stick one stud out from the base. We're cleaning up the angle. Access. Now in the floors we're gonna pick up the 4x4 from Der Burger and we're gonna place them as in the video. Same with the 4x4 from the roof section, those that look like floors. And now we realize that we need to place a few more base pieces. Yep, we're finishing up. And now we're going to add those floor, like 1 and 2 more. Good. This is the base for pretty much any basic angled vehicle. From here you can just build your own vehicle if you want. Let's move on to the lights. Scrolling, just keep scrolling until you find the 1x1 vertical light. It's Imperial, I think it's from some Imperial pack. And the way you place it, like as front as possible, the next one back. Just as in the video, diagonal, easy. Same on the other side. Now we're setting up supports for the other angle. As you see, there is 2 options. Sometimes this does not allow it. You have to build that railing again and you have to flip it around because only one side allows you to make the angle. So it worked this time. Setting up the other angle. we're going to have to flip that upside down, meaning we get a little floor in there. We stick a thruster on the down side of it, and up becomes down anytime now. Alright, now we get that pillar in, and we got the upside down. We get rid of what we don't need. Remember to keep the resulting pillar. And now we have the second angle to make the bottom of the car. Yep, get rid of all the excess. Take out that 6 size Durburger floor, just right. Then the same size from the roof section, the floor looking pieces. 2 of them, then another 4x4 from the Durburger. Second 4x4, then we repeat, reverse, 8x2, now a 6x2 from the roof section, and we have to replace the sustaining pillar so we can place the last one. Just make sure one of them is touching the ground. Yeah, as easy as it gets. The 6x2. We got that down. Now we're fixing up the wheel sustainers. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the external size and 8 in between them in the middle. It has to allow, like it's right on the edge, it has to allow one thruster to be placed in front of it, and it's gonna be placed right between the yellow and the black color on 2 sides. Make sure to assign them, because later it's gonna be harder. We're snapping to the main pillar another vertical one to use it as reference to place that 6 sandstone floor looking roof. I'm gonna place it above this time randomly, and under we're gonna align it with the rest just like that. This way, when we destroy the upper one, the lower one is gonna stick, and it's gonna be like a smooth transition from angled to straight. I'm gonna put an 8x2 from the same section of the roofs, and finishing up with a 6x2. Marvelous. I'm gonna double it down to fill up the space. Just not in the middle, apparently. Place one just at the very low limit of those white things, and above it another one. And now we take those Lion Knight castle floor pieces and snap them. As you can see, they're only held by the corner of those things. We double down on it, and we add one more on each side. Then we get that Frostpine 12x2. We put two in the middle. The 6 size floor roof floor looking piece. We angle it back up. As shown in the image. Yeah. Oh wait, what? Apparently not. What is going on? Oh yeah, no, we did. Okay, good. Cut that out. Now we are going to angle again the 6 size, and we placed it a bit wrongly, but we're gonna fix that later. The 8 in the middle is gonna come next. We're working with kind of the same pieces all over. We're just doing complex stuff with them. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. 1 4x4 from Durburger floors. And the second one, both in the middle. And we take those 4x4 from the light sandstone roof floor looking thing. We gotta make ourselves some place again. Alright, we got just enough place to add 1 more floor on each side. Getting another vertical reference just further so we have place to place it. Alright, so we take that 4x4 sandstone, put 1 down and then we put 1 above. The reason why we do it like this, and we should not forget to remove it, the one under, because it's not needed no more. I forgot here, but you should remove the one that's under. We take the 8x2 Durburger dark floor, add it on those sides, completely angled down. Yeah, just like that. Angles on angles. Then on the back side, we vertical flip with Durburger floors. Easy does it. Then we add again that railing to create an angle to the inside. We set up something to angle it from. Always remember you have to aim at the very bottom of the thruster to get it to stick. I'm gonna use that railing, which is most likely from the blockhouse. Alright, so we get it on the outside side, both like on the right side, and we get it as low as possible until it cannot be green no more. It's possible, so just fiddle with it. It should allow you. Just make sure it's on the the outside stud of the floor. Then we put a big thruster on that railing. We angle ourselves another floor. And we put 1 in the continuation of it as well down there. And a second one. Then we destroy the first one. Just like that. And we repeat on the other side. This is the most difficult part of the whole tutorial, so bear with me. Alrighty, here we go. Doing the angle again. Has to be towards the inside. If it doesn't let you first try, you have to build it again and flip it on the other side. See, now it lets us. Same process. Aim at the very bottom of it. Just make sure it's angled. Nice. Make yourself an anchor. Fix it in the ground. Destroy the excess. Prolong that so we can aim at it. And now we're getting that. We're getting that railing. True. Oh, this was easy. To the outside, we just add one 8x2 in continuation of it. Adding randomly a floor there, because the one that's under is the one that matters. One stud forward, and we destroy the sustaining floor. Okay, apparently we're clearing out some space. Yeah, one is in front, one is not in front. We're going to have to accept that. It won't affect us. It's just the way it's angled. When you angle it the other way, apparently the floors just decide to go just a quarter of a stud more. Due to corrupted video material, I have to show you this on a resembling piece of the back of the car. It's easy to recognize. It's just another flip over 4x4 Durburger square. Easy does it. Now we're getting back into the full car. Next up, we take that Lion Knight's Castle orange floor. We're gonna put the light side of it to the extremities. Snap it to that square. Two of them, yeah. On the sides, we're gonna take the 8x2. The Durburger ones. Just align it nicely. I take that 4x4 from the from the roof section. Two on each side. Again, this is a roof piece, but looks like a floor. The nice round corners. Create the angle again towards the front. Towards the back, actually. Yeah. Pick any floor just to fix it in the ground. Why I keep some of those sustaining pillars around, because we may need to come back to them, and yeah, we don't really want to rebuild them if we are able not to. Aim at it, and we're just gonna fit it with the front side and with the upside. It's not gonna peek out, just perfectly aligned, and it sits there. The rest we're just gonna use the already placed piece. One stud on, this is gonna be in the middle of it, and the last one is just gonna be like one stud backwards from the previous. And we need to move the angle away. Alright, yep, just one away, creating that increase. And we snap to it, we just get it to the other side. Just aim properly. and you will be able to get it to the other side. Or if you want to do the angle again, but I advise against it. This takes a bit of aim training, but it will make your life easier than doing the angle again. Beautifully done. Now we're gonna make the side angles. Again, selecting a smooth angle, not the steep one. One side at a time. Attempting to aim without a pillar, but not exactly functioning. So we're just gonna prolong the angle, connect it to the ground, and aim at the pillar. I'll take this moment to kindly remind you to like and sub this video if it helped you in any way. And let me know if something went wrong. If I'm gonna place that to the outside. Like this one doesn't have to be aligned with the roof. It has to be one to the outside. Putting it down again so we are able to angle on the other side. And eventually we will be able to. It matters which side you build it from, because it kind of flips. But do not give up. Just keep building, just keep building. See, now we turned it around and I think it's allowing us. Yeah. Because we built it from two different sides. Nicely done. Prolonging that angle into the ground. For the next angle, we use the exact same piece, that railing. We're just gonna put it instead of like vertical, we're gonna put it horizontal, and we're gonna get like a forward inclination angle. You guys, you all know how to do this already. It's the same as all the angles used in this. Sometimes it may not even let you put one block above each other, like above another. That's the way, yay. Oh, or not. Yep, just make sure you connect it to the ground. You don't want to miss out on 1 or 2 minutes of making the angle. We may need to create some distance, so just snap to it and build backwards. Now we select that 4x4 Durburger dark floor. And we put it on the left and the right. has to stick like one stud above. Do not fall asleep. Do not fall asleep. You can finish this. If you need to take more than one day to build it. See, one up. Beautifully done. Now we take that floor and it has to be one stud to the inside after we passed the square. Next up, we get that 8x2 Durburger dark floor. We stick the wings in there. One to the outside, two towards the front. Second one, just two to the inside. We stick that right that way. And we make sure to put this one half a floor. See, like not touching it, but when it already creates distance, just half a floor. And we're gonna stick it to the side, to the outside first. And now we're gonna snap to it. Oh, the first one we placed to prove the distance. Second one will be half a floor lower. Now we put the proper one with the proper distance. Stick it to the outside first. Now we're gonna snap to it and bring it where it should be. And now if we delete the excess just like that, it's gonna sit there. If we don't do that, it will not sit there. We will say some error. Okay. We aim at the vertical floor to place this, by the way. Just one in, three outside. One in, three outside. Placing this as up as possible in the middle. Just like that. Or not. Okay. Putting that there. We're gonna get as well, again, not like touching it, we're gonna get the distance. And we're gonna stick it to the outside. Like the smallest distance. Half a floor height. Just like that. Now we snap to it, and because it touches it, it will stick to the other. This as well, we have to stick it out first and then in. That's why we snap to it until it's green, put it down. Now we're gonna snap from that to align it with the upper holder. Now I suggest you put one torch in each of them before going forward, because later it's gonna be harder. I realized it's too late and I had to destroy a little bit of the car. Putting small thrusters. One centered and two on the sides, and two more where it fits, just enough so they do not go outside of that flooring. Nicely done. Looks like a rocket right now. Ready to fly to the future. Put that big thruster there so we can flip again. Observe the exact distance. It's a Star Wars sandstone railing. It's the smallest one. One in the middle, 2, 3, 4. Just make sure you watch carefully the count. From here on, it's just a snapping business. You just keep snapping and aiming. And this we aim in such a way that only the white part is visible. Yep. Now we stack on top of each other a few. And we'll have to also destroy some. Just like that. Nicely done. Remember, you can do it if you want to. Just take your breaks, take your time, and just modify the car. Make it easier or make it your own. You already got a pretty nice rocket shape right here, so if it's itching you to give up, just, I don't know, remodel. Yeah, we're using those floors. Just watch carefully when you make the alignment. Using some clutter pieces to make this car a little bit more badass. Just a 4x4 Der Burger inside, so we can place alright. Yeah, and we place these. I'm gonna assign them to channel 4. Alright, now we keep putting those railings. Watch the alignment. One in and another one in, but not on the very edge. Now we only put that floor there to put a balloon, because we have to center this light. Here you can choose whatever of those skulls, they both fit in there. I like putting one like this, like one is looking at the other one, but honestly this first one looks best, so you could put them both. Just the first one, you know. Okay, we destroy the extra floor, aim that in there. We basically aim it at the main vertical wall inside of there. Putting the balloon, getting the outer light, or the same if you want to. Remember, this is a taste choice. And I made it look at the other one. Small detail. Alrighty. I already like how it looks. We can add the 4 lights. Very important, remember to unassign these completely. You don't want them blowing up later. Yep. Now I take these lights, most likely Star Wars packs, from Star Wars packs. Now we're gonna take the wall hanger thing and we're going to align it. The one above, but just under it. Just like that. that as well, I think you can place the torch in them after you place them down, because later it's gonna be more difficult. Thruster on the side. Be careful here, because it's hard to tell front from back. I made a mistake when rebuilding this here. So it has to be towards the front, a 6x2, and it has to stick out on the front, not on the back. Alright, now we just stack those 6x2 on top of each other, and then yeah. We're cleaning up a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Same on the other side, and this is where I made the mistake. I see, I put it to the back instead of the front. It should have been to the front. This way all of that piece is just backwards. 2 studs. Won't affect much, the car will run, but I mean, for OCD purposes, it may affect. Now I'm just gonna stick that 6x2 from the roof section on top. Big thruster to the side. 8x2. Just like that. 6x2. 3 studs behind the first one, the upper one. 8x2 from roof section on it, and 1 stud in, just like that. On the very edge we put the round one. Big thruster on the other side, and we repeat. Just make sure you give yourself enough space to place them. The 8x2 first, right in the middle, aligned with the middle side of like the straight piece between the angled ones. Then 6x2, 3 studs back. Take the light colored ones, stack them on top of each other, make place if you don't have, and the round one at the end. Now we take these little clutter pieces and we gently cover up that side and this one. Back to the railings. Get those round ones from the lighthouse bundle. Just like that. One up and one to the inside of the other 6x2. Perfectly aligned. Now this is us fixing the previous mistake. 2 to the front, not to the back. Then we stack them all up. Completely. Go to the 6x2. That's what happens when you free build. You have to teach yourself your own build. So mistakes can sneak into this, especially on a 1 hour long tutorial. That's why we fixed them. Completely rebuilt. Perfect. We had those lights. Pretty sure these are the bus bundle, probably for free. Lights. No special angle need for them. They will just stick in there. You just gotta aim right, the right way. another Lion Knight's piece, I'm pretty sure. Just stick it as back as you can, as in as you can, so only the flames are visible to the outside on both sides, just like that. A nice back of that car, very nice. We take these fenders, we place 3 of them centered. They have to be centered, so there will be 1 stud free on the left and the right of them. Take this corner of a railing, we aim it under that floor. There's no other space for it. There's only 1 exact square that you can place it in, so you can't go wrong with that, unless you've done a mistake on the way. You stick that in there just like that. Now we put the light on it, and we remove that so you can see. And then we align the light perfectly above it, the light holder, the light cover. Again on the other side, you can see the placement. There's like 1 free place from the side. And the round big light has to be the one visible right after the floor. That's how we keep it in the middle. Aim that holder. Oh, one is one way, the other one is the other, but we just fixed it. So parallel to the ground those lines should be. Yeah. And this is where, well, if you did not place your torches inside, you have to kind of gently remove certain parts so you can place your torch inside. Remember, after you break the pillar, the torches may not show right away. You may need to rejoin the map, or you may need to reapply the torch later. Depends on the update usually. As you can see, the other one still has the torches on. So most likely, if you replace them after breaking the pillar, like the sustaining pillar, they will be there forever. So that's what's going on now. Putting those pillars in, those torches. Looking good. It's funny that it ended up being car number 5 because you got 5 balloons on top, you'll see at the end, and you got 5 torches in the back. Nicely done, I would say.
I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say.
Now that we have replaced everything after putting the torches in, we're moving on. I'm gonna put those wheels on. We're going to select the large non-steerable wheel first, and it's going to fit perfectly under those fenders. Just middle, putting it on both sides, obviously. Now the front wheels, picking up the steerable wheels, turning wheels, large. The tricky part here is that those white railings have only one side that you can stick stuff to. So if it doesn't allow you, like it didn't allow me, you have to place it again, and every time you place it you have to like rotate it until the side that allows you to build on is to the outside. It was pretty easy. I mean, you can only go wrong 3 times. Now I'm changing the sustaining pillar because the other sustaining pillar is in the way. Yeah, and I'm placing again the railing. Okay. Alright, let's see. Does it let us first try? No, definitely not. Well, we can't have everything. This is the way. Alright, we got a second try on both of them. I call that a success. Just make sure our wheels are turning forward. And right now we're just gonna fill up like the sides of the car a little bit. Use those Durburger 6x2. Just complete the build to the inside, filling up not too much place, but just enough so it doesn't look like it has holes in between. This is a harsh angle to figure it out. It just has to align with the one that's like above it, and you just push it back as much as you can until it cannot more, and then one back and you place it. This is not even that of an important step. It just fills up the place a little bit. Next up, we're going with the balloons, the retractable ones. One right there. How to build car number 5. Difficulty max. The origin car has those extra. This video can teach you various building techniques. Like for the final version, I added them to see how it looks, and it takes out like it's nicer to actually see those metal bars inside. There we go. We just aimed at that balloon so we can center the middle balloon. Now we pick any 6x2 floor just to help ourselves align something. Putting there a small thruster and aiming this carpet at it. You may choose other carpets if you wish. Just make sure to center it. Take this electric part from Star Wars packs. This thing actually gives like an electricity sound to the car, which is pretty cool. Every time you ride it around, it just sounds like a spaceship, or like it's about to jump to hyperspace or future even. Yeah, just make sure those balloonies, like the ones in the back, are deactivated completely. No channel assigned. Now we're just gonna place another. This is decor purposes only. 4x4 inside. And the trigger pad. Again, deactivate everything. You don't want your car going into hyperspace while you're not in the driving seat or blowing up. I'm just aiming at the very bottom of the thruster, actually a bit higher than the very bottom. I'm using the small one because I don't have to stick it right at the base of it, if it makes sense. Just make sure deactivate it completely, no channels on, and get rid of that thruster right now because we don't need it no more. Now we're gonna place that driving seat. I chose a large one. I guess you won't want to make it like a bike, so it's a big car. You can have a large seat. Getting those wall mounts. You can stick here whatever you want, but I think it looks cool to put a gun and an explosive. It looks like a button. Makes it look like a, I don't know, futuristic board of a car. Alrighty. Yeah, here I just deleted that part that I told you to delete some time ago, which was extra there. Forgot to take it off from the beginning. That's what happens when you free build a car. After you're done, you don't know how to build it again, unless you take it apart and hardcore on it. Yeah, this is just decor pieces. Some from Star Wars binds. This might be from a free bind even, which is the handbrake. Just placing it there so we have enough place for the gear changer. Again, the gear changer, we're gonna make sure it's fully unassigned, like no channels on, unless you want your car to go hyperspace and max height, well not max height but hyperspace speed without you being in your seat. Accidents can happen, so be wise. Alright, everything seems to be working fine. Getting rid of that earlier sustaining floor. And now we're gonna place these carpets, the blue carpets. They're in the decor, obviously, second from the left. Now I'm gonna put those flip lights. Pick up that base, just aim at the lower side. It's gonna align with the second round roof piece, like the base of the light, right on the outside. And now we can aim at the bottom of it and just slightly, oh yeah, first we aim at it and we place the other one, and the next one we place, it's gonna be a bit more in front, so we give like a kind of a V shape in our minds, we can imagine. The next one again a little bit more fronted, just like that. Yeah, these pieces are optional. It's a more complex way to actually put it very close, like right near the other builds. You have to change the order of what you place down. And we don't want to get any more complicated than it already is. We stick those thrusters in there so they will allow us to fly, aka bounce. We assign them properly. You can probably see like the car. I already moved the car, but you should not move it until you place everything. Yeah, you can choose pretty much whatever seat you like most for, yeah, the person on the right in the car. I just chose the yellow one, probably from a Star Wars pack. Now I'm gonna just place 2 balloons inside to make the car lighter, therefore tiny bit easier to steer. Alright. You can definitely play around with the toys on this car, just make it fly, make it steer easier by different placement of thrusters. But the main attraction of it, yeah, now we're taking it down. I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, the purpose of it is just design and vibe. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's so heavy that you could actually place some harvesting balloons in the front just to like destroy stuff in your way. Yeah, as we can see, it takes off and it also bounces. Channel 1 and 2 lift the front, Channel 3 boosts you forward, and Channel 4 lifts the back and activates the balloons. Hope it helped you, you learned something, or at least you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what your view on this car is. Peace.